Hello, how are you? In this video, I'll be drawing my OCs in a way, okay? So it's Easter or close to Easter, a day after Easter. I don't know. It's Easter drawing, okay? We're going to make an Easter drawing today, and for that, I'm going to draw my OCs in very you know. In ways, let's just say. You know, the usual stuff. You see artists do it all the time, so I'm going to do that as well, I guess. For this, I'll be making two illustrations, one with Celine and She, and another one of Just Jealous, which you will see in a bit, I guess, like later on in the video when I finish this one. And I decided to do Celine and She together because when I draw, I have to imagine something, and I gotta figure out like what's happening, like why are they doing this, what's going on, because I can't just draw to draw, okay? I gotta make things more difficult for me, or easier. It depends on how you look at it. So, in my head, Celine and She have this dynamic where She like makes Selena do a bunch of shit with her because she finds it fun, and Selena does it because she's her friend, right? Normal, I guess. And well, since She likes taking photos and whatnot, you know, singer stuff, I guess, I don't know. And she was like, well, it's going to be Easter, we should dress up as little bunnies. You know. Anyways. And then Selena's like, okay, sure, if you want to. So that's what they're doing here. For this, I had to really take into account, like, I was doing something in a sort of perspective, like it's seen from my, like you're over them, kinda, but not really that much. It's difficult to explain, okay, but like, it's a more top view from them, so that made it a bit more complicated for me to figure out, like, oh, well, Selena's like, I don't know, like 5'11" or 6 foot tall. I don't, like, you know, that sort of stuff. So it was kind of complicated to take that into account, this view, because She is short. She's like 5 foot tall, you know. So there is like a size difference. Selena's like a whole foot taller than She, and around that. I don't give an exact measurement because I draw them in different sizes all the time. Like, I'm like, oh, Celine reaches like Jealous's neck around that, but like it could go up or down because I'm stupid. And well, I had to really take that into account here, and I was like, well, if they're in a perspective, how do I do that? How? So I just like shrunk She and thought, well, I guess that looks good enough. And I did the background off camera. Off record? I mean, there isn't really a camera. I mean, it's a way of saying it, right? I did it off camera because there is nothing to see. It's literally a beige background with some shading to show that there is a wall in the distance, and some shading where they're sitting because they are in that environment. So why did I decide to draw them like this? Honestly, it's easy to tell. It's what everyone does on Easter. Like, almost every single artist draws their OCs and bunny suits and whatnot. I actually was going to make a religious drawing, but in a very creepy way. But I decided not to because I was tired. I didn't want to think. Like, I had sort of a concept in mind, but at the same time, it wasn't really figured out well enough. I had not, like, worked it out in my head, so I just didn't do it. And instead I went the easy route, and I don't know, you know, how do I say the P word? You know, I don't know if you will understand that, but I think you will. How'd I say that, but in a way that YouTube doesn't murder me? I don't know, sometimes you just gotta sell your seeds bodies for profit, okay? Don't come after me, okay? Everyone does it. Everyone does it? You can't say that. Okay, well, everyone is a strong word as well, right? Okay, so this whole thing, right? I went the easy route. But like, where did this even come from? Where did the whole bunny suit tradition even start? Why did we collectively decide? Why? Just why? Why? I don't know. I really don't know. I just followed it because I'm a sheep, I guess. Okay, so I really like drawing these leg thingies, the tights, the you know, the big socks. I don't know even say it. Anyways, you know those. I love shading those in with just an airbrush and like make it darker and multiply, and it's just so good. It's so satisfying the way you just look at it and you're like, those are the ones. Yes, that is that. That it looks exactly like that thing you were trying to draw. That's great. So I did that, and I don't know. One thing, I actually forgot the bunny ears for a second, so you will not see me draw those. I don't even know how I was able to do it, because I was like, well, I'm drawing bunny suit people, so I might as well. Not bunny suits in those type of way. We are not doing furry art yet. Not now. Maybe at some point, because everyone starts furry, goes back to it. I know the cycle. I will fall into it. I don't deny it, okay? I know that at some point I will go back to making furry art. Now that I've made it before, of course, I would never. What are you implying? I'm not... Don't? Anyways. How did I lose myself this much? What's my issue? How did I even get here? I don't know. It's just... I forgot the bunny ears and I drew them on off camera. Actually, I drew them on just a while back. After I started recording this, because I was like, wait a minute, something is missing. Then I realized, oh, yeah, it's the most important part of this. Well, I guess that there's nothing else to say, so this is the finished drawing of this one, and we will go into Jellish now, because he is our guy. So, I found some poses on Pinterest for these, and I thought that they were interesting. I didn't copy them exactly, I drew them out in my sketchbook, like, oh, these poses are cool. Then I used my sketchbook as a reference. I used a reference, and then I used my reference for a reference. Holy shit, what the fuck did I just say? I don't know, I used my sketches of a reference for my... what happened to me today? I have no idea what's going on, okay? So, he is just our... he's our guy, okay? Ooh, he's our guy. I love this guy. I can't not draw him, okay? I can't. Yeah, I can't not. Guys, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know what happened. I think that taking those supplements is not doing me well. I drew him laying down like our baby girl. He is our baby girl. He's our baby boy. He's everything. Our man, our guy. Husband. Boyfriend. Princess. Prince. I don't care. He is our man. He's everything that I've ever wanted in my life. And I love him so much, so I couldn't not draw him. Is that even... I still don't know. Every single time I say something like that, my brain fries and dies inside and outside. I mean, there isn't an outside of a brain. That's a head. Skull. Oh my god. What am I doing to myself? I don't know what's going on. I should just... Let's just move on, okay? So, he is just laying. I'm not doing well. Holy shit. Look, I usually know how to exist and speak, okay? I write stuff. I know how to use words. But I guess I don't today. Holy shit. So, the concept is basically the same, just he is laying down and, you know, ooh, you know, ooh, you know. And well, he is being our guy. And the colors from, I use their main colors for their suits. Like Selena is red and she is pink, so they have those, and since Jellish is blue, he got blue. But the background is almost the same. I don't know now if I used light purple or if I used beige as well. I have no idea. But the drawing is the same. Just this one turned out a bit cleaner for some reason. I think it's because since there is him occupying most of the space of the canvas, since it's like bigger, the brush strokes turned out a lot cleaner, because before she and Selena were very crammed in a smaller area in the canvas with more space around them, so even if I used the same brush size, the brush looked bigger because they were smaller. And I like it. I also like this one. I don't really mind. It's just something I've noticed because I don't know, I guess I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay. And well, here you can see me add the textures that I didn't record before. It's basically the same thing that I showed in that airbrush video ever since I made that video, right? The airbrush challenge, where I only draw with an airbrush. I really like the look that it gives using those bunch of textures and overlay mode. It kind of makes it look like a Renaissance painting, and I really like that, so for now I've been using it. And I just put an overlay layer on top and start splashing on a bunch of textures. And I have like a sort of technique. For example, I use cooler tones in the shadows and warmer tones where the light is hitting. I also do that one, like, how do you say, it's not rim lighting, or is it? You know when the light hits skin and there's like a sort of red border around it? It's also really great to add that, like using the overlay layers and like an orange and reddish color right in between the canvas where like the light is divided by the shadows, right? It also gives off a very soft and warm effect. It's really cool. I use like 2, 3, 4 layers of just pure textures, and it makes the artwork look a lot more detailed, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I started drawing very simply. I used to like do overpainting of my drawings and add different colors here and there. I used to shade in like using my own colors instead of just using purple. I used to not use multiply layers for some time, but I just went back to this method because it's so much easier. I don't know, I just got lazy. I don't have time for full illustrations, like complicated stuff anymore. I don't know why, honestly. I mean, I know why. My life has a lot of things going on here and there, but I don't know. Sometimes I miss it. I should go back to it for like a video or something. I don't know if you'd like that. I think that all you want is for me to shut up. I'm sorry. Okay, so here is the finished drawing. Here you can see Jellish looking like a baby girl, but he's our man, and he is the love of everyone's lives because I have decided so. So, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed these two. If you hate me, I'm sorry, and you can go away and deal with it then. I don't know why I turned so aggressive out of nowhere. I don't know, I'm sorry, okay? I hope you have a nice day, and bye. Just take me away from you.